Okay, the road it goes around like that. There's some shrubbery over there, growing at the front of those buildings. Some impressions of people over there. Someone was carrying a shopping bag. Okay, as we go, a car vehicle down there goes around a corner of that building. I'm sweeping back across the road. Now I tend to go like this. I tend to go like this. I tend to go down a road, but I sort of circle back like an eagle and explore. And then that's the whole thing. I'm exploring the labyrinth of my mind, aren't I? Okay, nice big building. It's made of orange brick or stone on this side. Gardens out the front, nice stately gardens. Some lupins there. That's what I want to see. Okay, nice dahlias, staked dahlias. Dahlias, that's nice. Dahlias all staked beautifully. And the more you do this, the more sunflowers growing there. Nice yellow petals in the sun, their faces. Yes, a nice lot of sunflowers. Circling around the sunflowers now. Looking at them, a whole lot of sunflowers all lined up there. They look just like people all lined up. Okay, crossing over. And the sunflowers, I'm going around the other side of the sunflowers now. And veering away from them now, somewhere else I'm going. Travelling forward. Just keep describing like I am. If you go tilt to this way or tilt that way, describe. If you go uphill, look uphill, or look up at the top of a mountain. So, yes, looking up at the top of the hill. Describe the top of the hill. Describe the rocky outcrop on top of the hill. Describe the sky behind the hill. There's some clouds there, some grey cloud. There's a patch of white on the side of the hill, whatever that is. Maybe it's sand or something. Travelling along. Okay, there's a cloud behind the hill, veering around to the left of the hill. And just keep describing the landscape and explore it. You can explore cities, and there's a whole landscape. Now, is this religious people would say this was heaven or something? I say it's the imagination. I'm not going to make any jumps. So you'll have to make up your own mind. Some people would call this astral traveling, but I'm fully conscious, and well, I'm not on drugs or anything. I'm not on LSD or something. I'm just using my own mind, and we can all benefit from this. Some people, when they're tortured, they go to this place, and it's well worth discovering. It's one of the best discoveries of my life, and I think everyone should enjoy it. Traveling along now, telephone poles on the right. It's not if it could be compared to surfing. Well, I don't have to catch waves because I can explore. And if I was skiing, I'd have to go up on a ski lift all the time. And if I had a motorbike, I'd run out of fuel, but one doesn't run out of fuel in this world. Travelling around, looking over at the landscape, pencil pines and a nice vista over that way. Lovely. Tops of hills, layers of hills one after the other, and the ones in the distance are much lighter. Some mist there. I'm going over the side of a hill now, veering to the right. It's a bit mountainous, the landscape here. Okay, travelling around now and circling around as I go down the hill. There's all African daisies growing on the side there of the landscape as I pass. They're quite nice to look at. And there's ridges, and there's some Iceland poppies over there. And there's a sort of built-up area, and there's a sort of traffic island, a sort of island in the middle of an intersection with all flowers in the middle of it. There are people crossing the road. I'm veering around and past them. A car just went past me, looking at buildings over there. There's a sort of procession or something going on over there. Okay, a car or something. There's a fountain there, a low down fountain. It's not a high fountain. Watching it go as I go past. Am I going past it, or is it going past me? And travelling along. You can do all this to explore the landscapes in your mind. That's what mental imaging is all about. Okay, travelling to the right. There's that fountain again, travelling around the fountain. That's right in the middle. It's gushing away with all its white water. Travelling to the right, yes, that's quite a nice fountain. Let's go away from that fountain. Travelling to the right, I'm conscious of a wide vista over this side. Shops on this side, open vista on this side. A big view of, down a hillside over that way. Buildings on this side. Pencil pine up there. Some trees over that way. More trees down that way. Vanishing point road, vanishing point down that way. Full peripheral vision, panoramic landscape. Travelling forwards now, the road curves. I've got a slight tilt, like being on a motorbike. I'm going around the corner. A bit of a tilt. Like a ridge over there. Possibly a railway track over there. I'm veering to the right. Some telephone poles over that way. And travelling along, yes, there could be a train going past over there, I'm not sure. Travelling around now. Okay, travelling around, looking at the trees as I go. I like to describe trees and look at them, and I'm interested in what I'm interested in. If you were interested in automobiles, you'd probably describe the automobiles in detail. I like to describe the trees and plants I see. And I like to go to rivers and lakes and look at the fish and look at the birds, look at the ducks, look at the swans. I like to look at peacocks and pheasants as I travel. Travelling along. Now what's that at the top of a hill? That's a nice big high ridge. I'd better check that the computer hasn't gone black. Yes, it's gone black. And here I am anyway. I suppose I better finish up now. I could do this for hours, and I have done it for hours. I used to wake up about very early in the morning and do it for a couple of hours, several hours sometimes, until I got hoarse. But I'd lose my voice from describing. But the neurological linking to the imagery is stronger if you describe the imagery. If you don't describe the imagery, you may fall asleep, or you'll be like this, just looking at it, and you might sort of nod off. Describing the imagery keeps you conscious, and it keeps you neurologically linked, and use your hands to describe it too. And you'll have a lovely time in the other world. Call it astral traveling, call it imagination, call it the other world, call it fantasy. If you want to, you can see things like unicorns and all sorts of things, and things that don't even exist in the ordinary world. People and events and fantastic visions that don't even exist in the ordinary world. You can see them here if you want to. You don't have to. I'm just looking at a nice landscape at the moment. A landscape that pleases me and suits me. Okay, I'm traveling down the hill now. This is a big shopping center. I do like. I live in the country, but I like to look at these shopping centers and see what city people are doing. I'm traveling down a hill now. There's quite a lot of people down there. I don't know what they're doing. They're doing something. I'm traveling along now backwards along the street. There's a pedestrian crossing there. Okay, there's the fronts of shops and poles, old hitching rails from the old horse and buggy days. Okay. I suppose I better sign off now. I could go on like this for ages. I've had fun.